The picture that the thumbnail picture you see associated with this particular film is from some woman named Rachel. It shows a little penguin with one of those movie start action things, and it says Rachel's Lifetime Movie Festival. And I put it there because um, Rachel is using her imagination to imagine she's running a film festival. And that just happens to be what Jesus has me imagining. But I'm not running it. Jesus is running it, and I'm invited. And there's only one movie playing in this festival. It's called Greg, the Jesus Greg Life. Yeah. So I believe that Jesus is making a movie, and I get to star in this part of the movie, which is the life of Greg. And it's a Jesus themed movie. And I believe you're making a movie with Jesus too. It's a Jesus story, it's a Jesus movie, and you've been making it since birth. And it has its ups, its downs, and so forth. But what's it all about? Well, you'll find out. But I already found out what mine's about. Mine's about Jesus. It's a Jesus story, and it's being told in the form of movies that play inside my mind and inside my heart. And some of them play outside, um, being projected on my pillow or being projected when I'm taking a shower. Um, all the different scenes in my life. Um, there's a movie going on. There's one right now. This is one of the scenes. This is one of the venues. So, very important term right there for what I'm about to ready to talk about. Because um, we've given a name. Jesus has given a name to um, this film festival, if you will, this life, um, the serving up of movies. So, if you went to the Sundance Film Festival in Utah in January, you would find out that they share movies that Jesus has made with various humans. Those humans may not be acknowledging his hands, but, anyways, there's probably some lovely, good report, praiseworthy movies, and some that aren't so praiseworthy or good report. Nonetheless, these are being served up by a film festival called Sundance Film Festival. And that's what they do is they show those and they kind of treat it as a competition. Which one do we like best? And let's give awards and so forth. But um, the places where people put their eyes and ears upon the movie, those are called venues. And so film festival can become a metaphor, and that's what this movie's right here is about, is introducing this metaphor um, at Jjesusdance. This is actually a movie that I intend to show in January of 2025. And you can watch it earlier than that because you're watching it right now. But it'll be shown and watched at a festival called Jjesusdance Film Festival. And that's a festival that runs concurrent with the Sundance Film Festival and also the Slam Dance Film Festival. And Jesus Dance is like an actual film festival, but it's also bigger than that. It's a concept Jesus is using for my life, and I believe other people's lives. It's a parable. So it's like a living parable. So you can actually go to Jesus Dance in 2025 and just get hold of me. I'll show you where you can, the lodging will be, just as if you were going to Sundance Film Festival. We can help arrange lodging. You can then go to movies and watch movies at Jjesusdance. One of those movies will be The Chosen, one of our favorite movies that Jesus makes. So Jjesusdance, of course, is featuring and emphasizing Jesus movies. And you go to venues. So these, last year it was a living room. So we'll show these in a living room in an Airbnb. I mean, and the year before in 2023, it was the same thing. So it was the first annual this January, the Jesus Dance Film Festival, actual festival. But there's something bigger than that Jjesusdance Film Festival that's also called Jjesusdance Film Festival, and it's found within my Jesus Greg world. It is an overarching concept and construction called Jjesusdance Film Festival, and like Sundance Film Festival that has venues, like you can go to this theater and watch that movie, or go to this theater and watch that movie. Jjesusdance Film Festival um, is, in my Jesus Greg world, is my life. That I have different venues. If I want to go see a movie where there's a shower going, and it starts out as a cold shower, and spoiler alert, um, the character who's in the shower, which happens to be me and Jesus, he gets cold because that's how we start out our Jesus shower. So the Jesus shower scene has a song associated with it. And not always, but often that movie plays out as follows: turn on the hot water, which isn't hot yet, but you're under it. Ah, joy to the world, the Lord is come. Well, I'm not in the shower, so this scene isn't playing as dramatically or um, imaginatively or viscerally or explicitly. Um, I'm not in the shower. You want me to go and get in the shower? I could and take the camera with me. Right, take off all my clothes. My glorious naked body there, showering. But that's a recurring scene in this film festival. And it's one of the venues. So if I want to go see, but not just see, here's the cool thing about my Jesus Greg world: the movies that are playing and being broadcast are live. You've heard of reality television program. Well, it's like reality television programming. And so you're like, well, do you take the cameras in there? I don't need to. Jesus has cameras and the angels are watching. And so I just need to play my part, which is you need to shower up so you're not stinky to other humans. I don't think I smell, but you might to other humans. Okay, so I'll shower up, use some soap. Oh, that's good. But sing the songs and think of Jesus thoughts. And so that's one of the films is it's called the showering with Jesus scene, the shower scene, washing scene, to use a temple phrase. Yeah, to get washed. It's one of the things that religious people do, is use water to be representative of purity and purifying and getting clean, cleaning up the dirties. Um, okay, so that's a venue. The shower is a venue. This closet, this is another venue. What can I see in this venue? Right. What you can see is, well, you can see people getting dressed. That's one of the so there's the dressing with Jesus scene, but he hasn't developed that out very far. But I still practice it, like practice getting dressed. I've been practicing since I was a little kid. Greg, put your shoes on. Put your clothes on. Oh, got the button wrong. Okay, here we go. I'm 60 years old. I'm starting to get the buttons wrong. All right. Um, but also in this same venue, this closet is a very special thing. It's called Jesus's studio. So you're in the closet studio with me and Jesus. And we're learning about venues. So it's a very important concept because in a film festival, that's where you go to watch a particular movie. So when you're building with Jesus, because Jesus is building it, your own Jesus world, he will create venues, places that you go. Like, oh, so if I got to go to the bathroom, that's the bathroom scene. That's the bathroom venue. What will I see there? Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about what you eat. The eating scene. Yeah, where's that played out? So I want to watch the movie. I want to watch that one movie where people eat Jesus tacos. Yep, that's where you want to go. At least in my kitchen, that's played out. And so it's played out in my imagination. What are you doing, Greg? I'm making some Jesus tacos. What are you doing now? Eating some Jesus tacos and talking on Jesus TV. And so this is a movie, yeah, and it's called a augmented reality movie. So it's kind of an advanced movie. Sometimes they're not. There's like I say, there's not even a camera. You're not going YouTube Live or Facebook Live. You're just going full on live, as though it doesn't matter about cameras or recording. What matters is being with Jesus. But there are cameras going, or at least camera approximations, that everything you're doing is being recorded in heaven. You're like, oh, yeah, but then if I don't have a camera, does it still happen? Yes, it still happens. Is anybody watching? Yes. So that's what one of these earlier movies that I made that describes. Jesus made it. I helped him, which is that we are broadcasting. Here's the cool thing: we're broadcasting to an other world. It's called Spirit Prison and Spirit Paradise, both. And they broadcast to us too. They try to. You're not getting through. I can't hear you. Can you hear me? They can hear you. I think they have big screens. They're watching them. They may have venues like the Greg venue. So they go like, oh, understand we have film festival going on here at Spirit Prison. I just want to gnash my teeth on some popcorn and watch something good. Is there anything good? Well, there's this one over here, this venue. It's an old building in Spirit Prison. They like to watch the Jesus Greg show. Oh, I'll go check it out. Is it going to make me gnash my teeth? It could. What you doing? I don't even know what he's talking about. Give me some popcorn so I can have something to gnash my teeth. Sorry to tease you guys in Spirit Prison. I totally gnash my teeth sometimes too, metaphorically, I guess. Uh, get mad about stuff that's not working out. But we, of course, are teaching you, we being preachers of Christ, how to, hey, stop the gnashing, be at peace in Christ, follow Jesus. He'll take you to paradise. All right. So, yes, I literally believe that Jesus is making movies with me, and he's broadcasting them to the other world, and that they're either metaphorically or literally watching big screen TVs, probably in a participatory way, so an interactive way, like so they can learn stuff about like what happens when Greg gets more Jesus. Oh, look at that. Maybe I ought to do that over here in Spirit Prison. It's working out for him. Yeah, it is. It is working out for me. Okay, so back to the film festival. So, what do film festivals do? Well, the concept helps organize things at first. You just have a big pile of movies. We got 100 movies. Well, that's great. Let's all watch them. Where's everybody going to sit? Oh, yeah. And how are you going to treat each one special? Set it apart special. Well, maybe we ought to have venues. Oh, yeah. Sundance Film Festival thought of that. Cannes Film Festival thought of that. Austin Film Festival thought of that. Jjesusdance Film Festival thought of that as well. There should be venues. You could call it, in the world sense, scenes from my life. But at Sundance Film Festival, it's different film venues, different places, different theaters. Not that theater, go to this theater, or it can be conference halls. Sometimes they'll do it in conference halls. Okay, well, I've said enough for those who are on the other side of the veil, Spirit Prison, because they have plenty of time to talk about it. Now, what was he talking about? I don't know. Play it back again. Let's see. Okay. Oh, I see what he's talking about. I still don't see it. That's okay. You'll get it later. Yes, but there's also mortals like, uh, I understand what you're saying, Greg. You just keep going on and on about it. It's like you like going on and on about it. Yeah, I do. I love Jesus, and I love the things he brings into my life, and this is one of them, where he's saying, "Okay, Greg, treat your whole world like a big, big, big film festival. What should we call it, Jesus? Should we call it the Jjesusdance Film Festival? Yes, we'll call it the Jjesusdance Film Festival. Does that have two J's? Yeah, the big J's for Jesus, little J is for the guy who wants to be like Jesus. I'm trying to be like Jesus, but your name's not Jesus. No, it's Greg. That's why it's a little J. And it's like I'm not a big P prophet. I'm a little teeny P prophet. You're a prophet? Just a little P prophet. Big P prophet. Moses, Noah, those guys, Joseph Smith. Yeah, I ain't one of those. Hallelujah. I don't have to carry that burden. But I am a little P prophet, so there's still some obligations I have as a little P prophet. I must prophesy. And one of the things I prophesy is I won't be the only one using Jjesusdance as a film festival parable to organize and say, oh, I need to have a film here, a Jesus film here, and a Jesus film there. And as I'm working on this film, there's one thing, it's like I've got a fever for each of these films, and there's something that I need, some medication. What is it? Yes, it is getting more Jesus into every scene of my life, all these recurring scenes. Every day I wake up, how can I get some more Jesus into this scene? And oftentimes it's like, make a movie with Jesus. And that's what Jesus is telling me. Come on, let's make a movie. So that's what he did today. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, so to summarize, the Jjesusdance Film Festival is an actual uh, traditional, if you will, as traditional as it can be, film festival in Orem, Utah. And right now it's based in Orem, Utah. And just as surely as the Sundance Film Festival is based mostly in Park City, Utah, and Slam Dance Film Festival. Yeah, I think that's based in Park City, Salt Lake as well. I think they have kind of headquarters, both of those places. Slam Dance, and then Jjesusdance. It's a baby. It's a new one, born in the manger scene back in 2023, January 2023. Now it's a thing. But it is also, and that's the point of this movie, film festivals, and in particular, the Jjesusdance Film Festivals, well, they are a structure that will help structure and explain what's going on in Jesus worlds, like the one Jesus is building with me. I'm one of the early adopters of this technology, and it provides the framework. Oh, so the framework is life is like a movie, and it has scenes that keep coming back and tropes, and you can edit it or repent. Right. It's the film metaphor, if you will. But more than that, the structure. We have places in which these films play out. Yes, mostly they play out in our mind, but we do physical things as well as virtual things to set things apart. Say, okay, so my breakfast is going to be like a movie. Well, it is a movie. Well, then it's like a movie, yeah. And it's going to be who's going to be at breakfast? I am, because I am mortal. I need to eat. Who else is going to be at breakfast? Jesus is. Who else? Oh, well, yeah, we just found out that tens of thousands, probably multitudes, maybe millions of spirit prisoners. They want to gnash their teeth. I want some of that stuff Greg's eating. Uh, Jesus bread. Yeah, we do. We make Jesus bread. I just had some of that. Jesus banana bread was very delicious. And so that's the scene. And then we say, well, okay, so we just had breakfast. What can we do tomorrow to make this a better scene, a better movie? So it's like, hold it. You're going to shoot this again? We're going to shoot breakfast, Jesus breakfast, the rest of our lives. We're going to get good at this. What about breakfast? Jesus lunch? Yep, that too. Is that a different venue? Same venue, usually kitchen or in my van or whatever. Um, but different movie because it's lunch and we probably eat something different. And maybe we sing different songs because there's going to be songs that go with each scene. So you see that the film, the idea of film, oh, so there's each each scene has some background music. Sometimes it's in the foreground. We say we're going to sing this song, and we sing it. Who does? Me and Jesus and the angels. And so, all right. Well, I'm going to bring this to a close now. Jesus is going to bring it to a close, and we just thank Jesus for Jesus Dance, the one that happens in January, but also the one that happens every day. And we thank him for the many venues he's given us, including this closet, to remind us to not be a closeted Christian, to not be a closeted kingdom builder. No, we're going to take this ark and we're going to build it right out in the open so everybody can see. Oh my goodness, they're out in the open. He believes that Jesus TV is being broadcast to the other world. Yeah. Watch out, guys. It's going to rain. You know what's going to rain? It's going to rain Jesus, and he's going to reign upon the earth. And also, he reigns in heaven. So you don't think he has the ability to quantum tunnel his way and bring this broadcast to the other world, the beyond the veil? Then you don't know Jesus very well, do you? He has the capacity. Now, does he do that? I believe he does. That my believing it doesn't make it so. Jesus makes it so. So, so there. So there. This one. I like it. It's in the can. Yes, it's in the Jesus can. God be with you. Watch another movie.